What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Benzema. Obviously this guy is a loan card, and to be honest, I played with him quite a few days ago. It's been a while since I have played with this team. Obviously, as you can see, I think I didn't play any matches with him at that point, and I only used him in Rival, so he didn't have any chance to go into the Foot Champs kind of legend side, but Benzema was alright. He's not necessarily the greatest striker in the world, and I think it's kind of been a running theme with him, very similar to Higuain. They may be not the fastest of players. Shooting-wise is decent. Normally that's what makes up for the lack of pace, is they have decent shooting, decent kind of physicals, and can probably hold on to the ball quite a lot. What I've noticed with Benzema this time is that he's got that little bit more pace. He's not necessarily the quickest player in the world. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, 76 pace overall, 82 shooting with a chem boost is quite nice. 80 passing, 86 dribbling with very nice agility and ball control as well as composure as well. Not the greatest of balance. Decent physicals, kind of low, high 70s to 80s on the strength. I felt like he was decent overall. Maybe not the greatest meta player in the world, but he did have a nice shot, bar from sometimes just not getting the power on it. And it's very weird to think with Benzema not to have the power, but he only has 82 shot power on a base kind of stat. But overall, I felt like the shooting wasn't the greatest. It was somewhat decent, I'd say. I wouldn't say it was fantastic, or the pace is necessarily not as important for that shooting to be up, but he felt alright. Being only 19k on the Xbox, 17.5 on the PlayStation, he's not going to break your bank. He's a 4-star, which is actually quite nice for him. He's got medium attacking work rate with low defensive, so that's not terrible. 6'1", so headed wise, it's again average. And I think it's the running theme with this card. Very, very average overall. Slowish to an extent. Won't burst out of pace when you're going against someone Van Dijk, Varane, Eder Militao. They'll just stop him instantly. Agility-wise, wasn't the greatest, or in fact, balance wasn't. That's a little bit of an error on the video. 4-star, like I said, is decent. Decent shot. Strength-wise was okay. I believe his strength is only 80, but it's not terrible for a base stat if you was going to put up, obviously, a chemistry style that improves that. And then composure was actually quite nice. That's something that really standed out. He was very consistent with being able to play on the ball. Like I said, he's got nice ball control in general. So that's something that I did notice with this card. Very comfortable on the ball, off the ball. Positioning wasn't the best. He managed to find himself in positions that really just wasn't his place and really struggled to kind of get out of them. Obviously, if you get it on the wing, he's not going to be able to go forward, so realistically you're having to pass back all the time, which necessarily isn't a bad thing because obviously you just keep in possession. You see there, he does manage to go through players. It's not the greatest kind of pace on the planet, but it's an okay card for an 87. Personally, I would be using this card mainly as an SBC card, and that's probably about it. French-wise, you've got Ben Yedder, who's fantastic, Griezmann, Dembele on the wing, Coman on the other wing. For me, Benzema just doesn't fill that spot in the French side or the Liga Santander side for me. Even as a low-budget player, I think there's better out there already. So, for me, it's not a very good player review for him. Obviously, I do think he is better than Higuain. Personally, he's just that little bit quicker and just has that little bit better stats, obviously being 2 rated higher as well. But he is not better than Suarez. Suarez in this game as well surprised me. He's not as good as what I thought he was going to be compared to last FIFA. So that's going to be for the Suarez review later on. So stay tuned for that. 6 out of 10 for value for coins. It's not bad value for coins because he is only 20 to 19k. That isn't terrible for an 87, but I think personally it would be value for SBC rather than value for coins. And Foot Champs wise, 5 out of 10. That's really if you are struggling to pick a striker. I think that's the only time you really want to be picking this guy up. And then overall, I'm giving him an average 5 out of 10 for this review. Apart from that, very average player. Wouldn't recommend, but maybe for SBCs. Good to have in your club because when an SBC does come up that either you need a French player or Liga Santander, he's a nice rating to have already stacked in your club. So apart from that, that is all it's going to be useful for. Make sure you give this a like down below as well as a comment. Just let me know what you think of Benzema. Do you have anyone else in mind that's better than him, or he's better then. Let me know down below. Make sure you subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.